Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a Valentine's Day look, so if any of you ladies need any suggestions on what to do, this is going to be my Valentine's Day look. So first I'm going to get my primer and go ahead and prime my face. I do want to let you know that I have already put moisturizer on, which you should as well. I'm going to be using my go-to primer, which is the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. I love this primer. You do that as well because it really is a huge part in your makeup. Your face will react better to makeup with a moisturized face. So do that. Next I'm going to grab my concealer. Today I'm going to use the Maybelline, the Fit Me concealer. It goes along with the Fit Me foundation that I recommended to y'all. This is a very good foundation. I love it, but that's not what I'm going to be using today. Today for foundation, I'm going to be using Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I love this stuff. As you can see, I'm doing a triangle shape. Now I'm going to blend this in using my damp beauty blender. I'm going to set my under eye concealer and the concealer that I put on my nose and my Cupid's bow using my NYX Contour Palette, and I'm using this shade right here. Now to foundation, like the best foundation I've ever used. It's kind of expensive. It is worth it. I'm telling you, it's very worth it. If I were to recommend any foundation, regardless of the price, I would recommend this bad boy right here. I'm telling you, I get compliments a lot during the day when I wear this foundation. So this is what we're going to use. I'm going to pump it onto the back of my hand. About that much. I will zoom you in so you can see how I do my technique. I pat it a lot so I make sure that it's very, very, very blended. I want a very flawless look. Now that it's all blended and I have my foundation on, what I'm going to do is go ahead and set that foundation. I'm going to use the True Match powder. I love this stuff. Now I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. I'm going to use the one from Soho. I typically use this to set my foundation because it works so well. It's so cheap, but it works so well. So this is like my go-to setting powder brush, other than the Real Techniques powder brush. Okay, now that I have my powder and my brush, I'm going to dab it in there and just go ahead and set my face using tapping motions. I'm going to do a very slight contour now. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I already have big cheekbones, so see? I have no contour on. Honestly, I probably could go without contour because I already have very defined cheekbones, but I like to put a little bit there. What I'm going to do this video is take a darker shade of the True Match powder and just use this as a very light contour right there. I do want a very beautiful, very romantic and sexy, so I definitely want to enhance it a little bit, but not too much. Using this powder, I'm just going to dab a little bit and just barely put it right there. Just tap it on. Tap a little bit on the other cheek. I'm going to get the bigger powder brush. This is by Real Techniques also. And just kind of blend that in. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put the highlight on my cheekbones, and after that I will be done with my face. I'm going to grab the small settings brush from Real Techniques. This is my go-to highlighter brush. Then I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and run it down my nose. Alright, now that the highlight and face is all done, before I do my eyeshadow, I'm going to do my eyebrows. After I do my eyebrows, I'm going to show you a little trick that I do most of the time. I didn't on the other tutorial, so I'm excited to show you how I do it. A lot of people ask how my eyebrows are so precise, and this is a huge trick. So I'm telling you all my secrets, but it's okay. Anyway, I'm going to take my Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think on my last tutorial I called this the Anastasia Beverly Hills. That's not what I meant. That's who makes it. She is incredible. I mean, this is a miracle on earth. I get so many compliments all the time using this little tiny teeny pencil. This is how it is. It's just a little pencil. Obviously you don't keep that much out. It seriously is amazeballs, so I love it. On a daily basis, I do pluck my eyebrows. I would suggest keeping your eyebrows very well trimmed. I'll zoom you in again. I am going to show you a little trick of mine. You can either use a brow powder like by Milani, or the one I'm going to be using is by Tarte. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a angled brush like this. This one is from this one's from Tarte. Just an angled brush. This one happens to have a spoolie on the end of it, and I don't know if you can tell, but there are some spots that I just cannot get a pencil to cover, you know, where it's very sparse. So I'm going to take a powder, dip the angled brush in it, and just fill in those areas that I feel like need to be filled in. See, now you can't see those little sparse areas, and that's a good tip for anybody that kind of has like weird growing eyebrows. I know I have weird growing eyebrows. Half of my eyebrow grows up, half of it grows down. My eyebrows are a mess. In the beginning where I have no makeup on, you can tell that they're very sparse, and that's why I have to do stuff with my eyebrows. God bless the women who are just born with beautiful eyebrows. If you have beautiful thick eyebrows, keep those, honey. Okay, so the trick that I'm going to show you guys, or ladies, or whatever, grab a concealer brush. This one is by Sonia Kashuk. Put concealer on the tip of an applicator. I'm using the Makeup Forever Full Coverage Concealer. And I do this very lightly. I don't do it to make my eyebrows look like Hollister wings. I do it so the little parts that are kind of uneven will be even, or at least appear even. Now just blend it in. You can tell it looks very soft compared to this side. Now I'm going to set the concealer that I added under my eyebrow. And now that I have set the concealer under my eyebrows, I'm going to bring out my Naked 2 Basics palette. For eyeshadow, I'm going to do a very neutral look. I'm going to grab the color Frisk with my MAC 217 brush. Now I'm going to do a winged eyeliner using a flat angle brush and the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner. Alright, now that the winged eyeliner is complete, I'm going to touch up the eyeshadow just to make everything look fresh. This is in Red Vino. I'm taking my Real Techniques blush brush. Before I put on lipstick, I'm going to do my mascara. And that's all, guys. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial and I look forward to making another. Valentines blah blah. What the fuck? Let me grab my freaking brushes. I might need those. Grabbing my MAC 217 brush. Okay, so scratch a lot of that. Ah! Like half of my eyebrow grow. Yeah.